friends, I want to talk to you today. I want to continue the study on Yhwh rested on the Sabbath, part 3. This is Yhwh rested on the Sabbath, part 3. I want to talk to you today about, I want you to go with me to Bereshit. Bereshit in Hebrew is Genesis. I want you to go with me to Bereshit chapter 1, verses 11. Bereshit chapter 1, verses 11. It says, verses 11 through 20. 11 through 20. Bereshit in Hebrew is Genesis. Bereshit chapter 1, verse 11 through 20. Yhwh said, "Let the earth put forth grass, seed producing plants and fruit trees. Each yielded its own kind of seed-bearing fruit on the earth." And that is how it was. The earth brought forth grass. Plants each yielded its own kind of seed, and trees each producing its own kind of seed-bearing fruit. And Yhwh saw that it was good. So there was evening, and there was morning, a third day. Yhwh said, "Let there be lights in the dome of the sky, to divide the day from the night. Let them be for signs, seasons, days, and years. And let them be for lights in the dome of the sky, to give light to the earth." And that is how it was. Yhwh made the two great lights, the larger light to rule the day, and the smaller light to rule the night. And the stars, Yhwh put them in the dome of the sky to give light to darkness. And Yhwh saw that it was good. So there was evening, and there was morning, a fourth day. Yhwh said, "Let the water." I'm picking up in verse 20. We're going to go to from verse 20 to 24. Yhwh said that the water swarm with swarms of living creatures, and let birds fly above the earth in the open dome of the sky. Yhwh created the great sea creatures and every living thing that creeps, so that the water swarmed with all kinds of them. And there was every kind of winged bird, and Yhwh saw that it was good. Then Yhwh blessed them, saying, "Be fruitful, multiply, and fill the water of the seas, and let birds multiply on the earth." So there was evening, and there was morning, a fifth day. Okay, I'm picking up in verse 24 of Bereshit chapter 1, verse 24 through 28. Yhwh said, "Let the earth bring forth each kind of living creature, each kind of livestock, crawling animal, and wild beast." And that is how it was. Yhwh made each kind of wild beast, each kind of livestock, and every kind of animal that crawls along the ground. And Yah saw that it was good. Then Yhwh said, let us make humankind in our image, in the likeness of ourselves, and let them rule over the fish in the sea, the birds in the air, animals, and over all the earth, and over every crawling creature that crawls on the earth. Yhwh created humankind in his own image. In the image of Yhwh created him. Male and female he created them. Yhwh blessed them. Yhwh said to them, be fruitful, multiply, fill the earth, and subdue it, rule over the fish in the sea, the birds in the air, and every living creature. Friends, I'm here to talk to you today about Yhwh rested on the Sabbath, and I'm getting to that in just a moment. I want to finish up here from I'm going to back up a moment and start with verse 28 again of Bereshit chapter 1. Yhwh blessed them. Yah said to them, be fruitful, multiply, fill the earth, and subdue it, rule over the fish in the sea, the birds in the air, and every living creature that crawls on the earth. Then Yhwh said, here, throughout the whole earth I am giving you as food every seed-bearing plant, and every tree with seed-bearing fruit, and to every wild animal, bird in the air, and creature crawling on the earth, in which there is a living soul. I am giving as food every kind of green plant. And that is how it was. Yhwh saw everything that he had made, and indeed it was very good. So there was evening, and there was morning, a sixth day. Okay, that was Bereshit chapter 1, verse 1, Bereshit chapter 1, verse 11 to verse 31. Now I'm going to read Bereshit chapter 2, Bereshit in Hebrew Genesis, chapter 2, 1 through 3. Thus the heavens and the earth were finished, along with everything in them. On the seventh day Yhwh was finished with his work, which he had made. He rested on the seventh day from all his work, which he had made. Yhwh blessed the seventh day, and separated it as Kaddish, because that day Yhwh rested from all his work which he had created, so that itself could produce. Friends, I'm here to talk to you about an important subject, about Yhwh rested on the Sabbath. Friends, I'm here to tell you that Yhwh rested on the Sabbath. He done his work on 6 days, and he rested on Yhwh rested on the Sabbath. In the word of Yah, the seventh is called Shabbat. It's from Friday evening to Saturday evening. Go with me to Devarim. Go with me to Devarim chapter 5. Devarim chapter 5, Devarim in Hebrew is Deuteronomy. Chapter 5, verse 12. Observe the day of Shabbat to set apart as Kaddish, as Yhwh your Yah ordered you to do. Verse. And we'll read from Devarim chapter 5, verse 12 through 14. Observe the day of Shabbat to set it apart as Kaddish. Yhwh your Yah ordered you to do, as your Yah ordered you to do. You have 6 days to labor and do all your work, but the 7th day is a Shabbat for Yhwh your Yah. On it you are not to do any kind of work, not you, your son, or your daughter, not your male or female slave, not your ox, your donkey, or any of your other livestock, and not the foreigner staying with you inside the gates to your property, so that your male and female servants can rest just as you do. Friends, I'm here to tell you, Yhwh wants you to rest on Shabbat. That's from Friday evening to Saturday. Shabbat is not on Sunday. It is from Friday evening to Saturday evening. And let me tell you something. If Yhwh rested on the Sabbath, does he not expect you to obey his mitzvahs? Yes, he expects you to obey Yhwh's mitzvahs. And to say he don't, you are misinterpreting the word of Yah. The renewed covenant does not tell you to violate Shabbat. It does not violate Shabbat at all. Friends, I'm here to tell you that Yhwh commands us to keep Shabbat. That is his Kaddish day. And I'm here to tell you that Yhwh wants you to rest on Shabbat. Shabbat is from Friday evening to Saturday evening. I encourage you to rest on Shabbat, friends. Because, friends, doing what Yhwh tells you to do is right. It's right, and the Torah is the truth. This concludes the study on Yhwh resting on the Sabbath. And this is part 3, and this is going to be the conclusion on the parts of Yhwh resting on the Sabbath. I just want you to get into Bereshit chapter 1, and then Bereshit chapter 2, 1 through 3. And then in Smoke chapter 20 and Devarim chapter 5. Read each and every one of those scriptures. The Torah is the truth. Yhwh tells us what to do and what right to do. He is right. Yahweh is right. If you don't obey the Torah, the consequences of sin will be on you and not me. I'm here to try to tell you and encourage you from the word of the living Yah. Yah bless you. May Yahuwah make his face shine upon you, be gracious unto you, lift up his countenance, and be gracious unto you, and give you shalom. Amen.